This video we're going to take a look at Notre Dame in their blue and gold game leading into the 2024 season. And first thing we're going to look at is just how Mike Denbrock and the new offense is going to look. Obviously Denbrock coming in from LSU with its ties to Brian Kelly, calling plays for the Heisman Trophy winner for last year. So Jaden Daniels, a guy with typically a different skill set than any other quarterback in the nation, one of the best athletes. And we'll see how that is going to translate to the Notre Dame offense. The very first play right here that we're looking at is one that they ran a ton in the red zone with Jaden Daniels motioning right here. Block down, they run truck. So they pull their tackle, lead with that running back, and they just run the quarterback here. So this is one of the staples that they ran in the red zone goal line area with Jaden Daniels. And right here, wide defensive end. So this makes this a pretty difficult look here. This is on 3rd and goal. So those guys are trying to get into a pass rush. Great get off here by this defensive lineman. He's 2-3 yards deep into the back before the tight end can get a body on him. So amazing get off. He knocks off one guy, slows him down just a little bit. But there's the lead. And you see the outside receiver, since it's man-to-man, he can take 2 for 1. He comes in here and he cracks. And with the man-to-man, he's chasing right there, so that condenses that edge where they can get it there with the quarterback. So a couple guys out there leading, even though that tackle got knocked off just a little bit. He's a little bit late to it. Great run here by the quarterback. You see from the backside, this linebacker running it down, playing extremely fast. But still those guys run over the top. Really good run here by the quarterback. Put your foot in the ground, get vertical. You only need 4 yards. He dives right here into the end zone. So just right there, Denbrock's offense, you're going to get quarterback runs, especially down towards the red zone goal line area. And when Riley Leonard gets back, obviously that's going to be one of those things where he's going to be a different level athlete out there for Notre Dame's offense. That's going to be a different dimension they didn't have last year. And right here you can just kind of see what the quarterback has, and he's trying to stretch this thing, getting behind these 2 guys, getting out there on the edge. But he knows, hey, I just need 4 yards. Everybody's flowing over the top. Let's get vertical as fast as we can. Runs to an arm tackle right there, falls in the end zone. Another really good play and a staple in Denbrock's offense in these situations. But here's another play that was really good and showed Denbrock's offense against man-to-man what they like to do here. And you got a one high look. There's a safety way back here, but it's very obvious man-to-man. You're getting a rub. He's going to stutter here, then he's going to the wheel. He's making him try to go underneath so he can go over the top. And that's what happens right here. Just a little bit of a rub. Great job even getting into his body. And that just opens up that window on that wheel. You got to put some pace on it so you can beat that safety. So this is a ball that's got enough pace on it to beat the safety, but then it's also leading him down the field a little bit. So this is a really good throw. Understanding what the situation was with that safety trying to roll over late. But right there, great rub route and great job there by this outside receiver understanding what his role was. So he gets into him, and then once he tries to go vertical, he just runs with him and creates tons of space for the receiver on the outside that just wheeled. A really good scheme right there by Denbrock. Great throw and catch there as well. That was a really impressive scheme and just the execution right here for Notre Dame's offense against man-to-man. So Denbrock, just like any other offense in college football, basically, inside zone is going to be the number 1 run. It's no exception. Going to split zone here at 20 personnel. Number 1 run from yesterday right there. Blocking the defensive end, running it at a shade right here. So tackle, he kind of sifts through this up to this linebacker, so he slowly keeps him a little bit wide just based on his base. And then he works up to that linebacker, getting a double team up, so they take care of everybody in the box. Safety misfits this, he's a little bit wide. And the running back hits it straight down the hash. It's going through the C gap though, but straight down the hash, downhill, playing with momentum. This is a really good run, it opens up for him. Good play. I mean, it's one of those things, this was the number 1 run, obviously, all day. Running inside zone. I think they got some things there with a couple of their backs. I think they got some running backs that can really go. And it's going to be fun to see how they continue to evolve this offense through this run game. This is another good look right here, just running outside zone. And the best thing about this is they get all their double teams up to the 2nd level. They're working that up. He's going to block there. So running back's going flat, trying to get wide. So this tight end tackle do a great job double teaming. Allow this guy to get the edge here. And he just waltzes into the end zone. I mean, this is a picturesque outside zone here. It didn't run outside zone a ton, but they looked really good at it on this one. And you see the movement. They're getting tons of movement vertically and horizontally, and that opens up a lot of big alleys, especially red zone goal line. If you can get that much movement, whether it's horizontally or vertically, it doesn't matter. You can get to the end zone right there, and that's what happens. Everybody does a great job trusting his track. Waltzes in right there. Easy touchdown right there on that outside zone to the tight end with some great double teams. We started off looking at Denbrock's offense, and of course, now the next thing you'll want to look at is the quarterback. So obviously Riley Leonard was still hurt, not able to go in this game. It really didn't look good either. He just kind of limping around the sidelines. But anyway, looking outside, looking at these quarterbacks, did make some really good plays. Right here on this one, hitting the top of his drops, a little bit of mesh. You got a vertical on the outside. Great read. You got a guy right in your face. So this is not great. Free release with the back. And the O-line doesn't do a great job sorting this out. Quarterback's eye started here. This guy blitzes, very simple blitz. Should be able to pick this up. with probably that guard and those guys switch that off. But guy free in his face, throwing a fade ball and puts it right where you need to. And right here, really good job here by the receiver as well. He's owning his space. He's working vertical down the numbers, leaning on his guy. Quarterback puts it outside where it's his guy or nobody. He can lean out, catch it over that outside shoulder so now he can box out that defender. Great play by the receiver, but then also amazing throw there by the quarterback. Just putting that thing high and away, letting his guy go make a play for him, which is what happens right there for a touchdown. Thought that was a really good throw and catch, probably one of the best ones of the day. Another good look here, and of course on this one, still bringing pressure. I mean, Marcus Freeman's defense, they're going to be pretty solid. They're going to make pressure. We saw that all year last year, and right here on this one, flat-footed. There's nowhere to go. This pocket's getting condensed. They're running mesh right here. You see these guys working across. Quarterback does a great job just getting high and throwing this thing off his back foot, but still being accurate, putting it out in front, letting his guy catch it and run. So great job not getting his eyes down whenever that pocket gets condensed, keeping his eyes up, throwing an accurate ball right there. Even though everything's not perfect, he's not able to stride through it, but he can still get a completion right there. So I thought that was a really good play right there as well, even though everything wasn't perfect. This is another really good throw here, and on this one, they're just running basically a dig or a basic, something along those lines, into the middle window, and this is great anticipation. I mean, you look at the coverage, that's not just a huge window with that man-to-man, and he has a big tight end working that middle, and right here on this one, puts it right on his face mask right there. Really good play, extending a little bit high, but right here on this one, great job. They're releasing the back here. He sees this guy rotate to it, to that snag. So now he's working that basic to the backside. Window right there opens up because the linebackers work to the snag. Even though the quarterback's just staring it down, linebackers don't rotate to it. Big throw and catch right there. That's on a 4th and 4. So great job taking your completion, knowing where you want to go on the ball there in the middle of the field. Here's a look here of a play that LSU ran a ton last year, just a slot fade here. You got an option right here on the inside. And on this one, set on here because this is a really poor decision. This is on 3rd and 14, trying to make something happen, but you also can't force this thing into a turnover, and then just also the movement here in the pocket. Whenever the quarterback slides, you see he steps and turns his shoulders. He should just slide a little bit with his back foot leading so that he's always ready to throw, but instead now he has to rip his hips around. No way you think this is going to be a completion right here. Whenever you're throwing a ball right here to the flats against man-to-man, he's just getting it out because he's scared to death knowing that it's 3rd and 13. You got to do a lot better job there with your pocket movement, knowing where you want to go with the football. Forces this, not any pace to it at all, no accuracy, gets picked, and could have been a touchdown right here. They're able to get him on the ground, but it's just one of those things when the quarterback makes a bad decision right there like he does, put the team at risk right here, and put him in a bad position as far as field position. So right here, just a poor play, bad fundamentals, and then just bad decision right here on this pass. Another look here, and this happened a couple times where the D-line just absolutely dominates, and then the quarterback looks like a mannequin back there. I mean, this dude gets ran into by his own tackle, and then he just falls down like he has absolutely no strength, no ability to avoid anything. That's somewhat embarrassing. I mean, they're not even really trying to hit you. Your own guy runs into it, and you just go flying. We got to have a little bit more awareness, a little bit more strength in the pocket to avoid some contact. Here's a look of a really good play from the quarterback here on this one. So, again, pocket's getting condensed a little bit. He's sliding back. That guy's grabbing his hand, grabbing his arm, whatever. He slides back. This is a lot better pocket movement than we saw in the last play. Just slides with his back foot, buys enough time. That's all pocket movement is. People try to make it too complicated, but it's just buying enough time to get the ball out to your receivers. He bought just a little bit with just that little subtle motion right there, giving a little ground. Great awareness here. Being able to get up and out. Accurate throw right there, especially with a young guy like they have right here from 17. Great movement, and then also be able to get that pace on the ball with just absolutely zero chance to stride through it. I thought this was a really good play, maybe the best play by that quarterback all day. Here's another look of a quarterback getting absolutely pummeled by a D-line that's supposed to be double teamed, but right here, again, it's just one of those things. These quarterbacks look like they have no strength, no ability to avoid any kind of rush. I mean, the guy's getting double teamed, then he just kind of walks back there and just touches your arm, and you go flying. I mean, we got to strengthen these guys up, have a little bit stronger pocket movement, or step up and run. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do about this, but just being hesitant and then making it look like you have absolutely no strength and no ability to make anything happen is kind of frustrating right there, I'm sure, for the quarterback coach. So we looked at Denbrock's offense, we looked at the quarterbacks, and now we're going to look at just basically the playmakers on the outside. And, of course, all that correlates together. I mean, Denbrock's offense is going to go when there are playmakers out here. Quarterback's going to have a lot easier time when these guys can make plays, tight ends, running backs, and receivers can make their one-on-one plays. But right here, all we see is just they have some depth at the running back spot that can really make some plays. Running some inside zone here to the left and split zone working across. And this was a great read here by the running back. He sees that all these gaps are filled. He just kind of gets in this wash, and now he's rolling. And you had a corner or safety, whoever it is, rolling down. No chance right there. Runs through an arm tackle, and now that guy is rolling. So this is an explosive play. He's got to have a little more awareness right there, not to just step out of bounds right here. But the ability to make a guy miss, there's the strength to run through an arm tackle and then still play with speed, get down the sideline right there for an explosive play. It's pretty impressive. Thought this play was really good. I mean, inside zone, getting a good double team, you're getting a split zone, cutting across, getting vertical right down the hash, and then the ability to bounce that thing. So it got vertical and then bounce that thing into that window and just playing with speed. Just that athletic play right there to outrun that safety after getting vertical down the A-gap is really impressive. So right there, I just thought this was an extremely athletic play right here on the cut there. Whenever he's going vertical and then he just flips his shoulders, now he's out running everybody to the sideline, creating an explosive play there in the run game there for Notre Dame. Of course, right here, running a double move in the fourth quarter. So he's sitting right here and then going vertical. Quarterback rocks this thing out there. Good throw and catch right there. Huge play. And also makes a safety miss. Find a way to finish in the zone there for 10. And the explosiveness, the suddenness here of number 10 are really impressive. So again, boom, shoulders down, even gets his eyes around. He drives it, and he's gone. I mean, that's one of those things at DB. He's driving it, and you see him peek into the backfield. No chance right here. Once he goes back vertical, he's just reaching, stumbling, falling. But just the suddenness of that movement is really impressive. So boom, he stops. Now boom, he's got some acceleration to him. Runs by a guy. And of course, you got to finish your play. Finishing the zone right here as well. Make a safety miss. No chance right there with that much space one-on-one. Here's a look of a running back getting in space, and right here as well, the quarterback being able to step up through the pocket, slide, and then finding his check down right before he's going to get hit. Maybe he gets hit in a normal situation. I really don't know, but right there, it's better than what he was doing, just getting absolutely mollywopped. But right there, checking it down. And now let's watch this dude. I mean, get it to your guys in space. He's running, trying to knock the ball out, this D tackle. He gets ran through right there. But then again, now, after about 5-6 yards, after that first contact, now there's more guys hopping on his back, going for a ride. He takes him an extra, what was that, 10 yards. He took 10 yards. I mean, that guy hopped on his back for a ride. Typically, you're going to charge somebody for that, but right there, I mean, the explosiveness, the strength through that run to get an extra 10, 12 yards. You got some guys playing with effort that do have some talent as well. So great play there before. First touchdown of the game right here. You got your tight end. They're just spot dropping. For whatever reason, these linebackers, they're just spot dropping. They're just dropping out, doing whatever. And great job here by the quarterback of just letting this thing rip. Puts it on his body, bobbles it, gets hit, but sticks with it. I mean, 9. He's an athletic, big dude that can play a lot of different positions. Great job finishing this play, sticking with it, snatching out of the air, and then finishing with some aggression right there on the 2 or 3 yard line, running through a guy's face. First touchdown of the spring game there for Notre Dame. Dude making a play right there, number 9. Tight end that can make something happen, do a lot of different things. Thought that was a really good play. Saving the best for last right here, just a straight vertical out of a 3x1 set, one high look, man-to-man, gets toasted. The corner gets absolutely toasted right here. Just a little stab, releases inside, then restacks. So right there, we won, restack. So now he's got to go around you to get to the football. Great job. You see him stacked right on top of him. That's picture perfect, and then the ball has got to beat the safety as well. And those guys looking like the Keystone Cops, Three Stooges, whatever you think right there, just tripping each other up. Pretty embarrassing right there. But great throw and catch. Good pace to beat the safety right there as well. All around, really good play fundamentally, and then also just the execution of making that happen. Winning their one-on-one, still able to beat the safety with that ball. So it's just a brief look at Notre Dame's offense in their spring game. What are some things they're going to look for in 2024? Let us know what we missed. Make sure you subscribe so you can see everything that we have for the coming season and through spring. Looking forward to this season for the Irish, and we'll see you guys again in the next video.